Williams and Robert Mitchell, and we're underway. It's scheduled for 10 from the Aladdin Hotel in Las Vegas. Lopez comes out with the first punch of the fight, a left hook. Lopez weighed in at 204 and a half, and that's light for him. Leon Spinks at 204, and that's 5 pounds lighter than he was for Evangelista. He did look a little heavy in that Evangelista fight, and you can see the difference here today. He lands a good left hook to the ear of Lopez.
You know, Lopez has never been on the floor in a professional fight, but he's coming out very, very aggressively. And when you do that, you can get nailed.
Right uppercut from Spinks landed. He likes that punch. He's effective with it. 26-year-old Leon Spinks, 24-year-old Eddie Lopez. Lopez from East Los Angeles. Unranked by the WBA, but number 14 in the WBC listings. Spinks is number 5 in the WBA, number 10 in the World Boxing Council. 8 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 6 knockouts for Leon Spinks. Lopez 13-2-1 with 8 knockouts, according to Ring Magazine.
Tim, this is about as tough an opening as you're ever going to see. These guys are throwing bombs right from the opening bell.
Lopez festooned with tattoos, as you will probably see in a few of the camera shots. On his chest, arms, back. Lopez may look a little soft around the middle. Nonetheless, as we pointed out, is down considerably from previous fights. He weighed in just a half a pound heavier than Leon Spinks.
No, that's Eddie Lopez. That's the kind of shape he's always in.
That's the way he's built.
That's exactly right.
Right hand lead from Spinks. Landed.
They keep throwing punches like this fight isn't going to go very long.
We're under a minute to go in round 1. Tim Ryan, Gil Clancy, Dick Stockton, live from Las Vegas. More heavyweight action tomorrow. Scott Ledoux and young Marty Monroe. Dick will be telling you more about that one as we go along. That jab by Lopez got through. Good jab from Spinks. Leon looks a lot sharper to me in this first round than he did in the first round against Evangelista.
Well, he had the Titan fight with the Evangelista. That tightened him up.
Under 30 seconds remaining.
Lopez is bleeding from the nose, Tim. Those stiff jabs did it.
Final seconds now of round number 1. We expected fireworks, and we got it.
Have voted. Don't forget they can press the button whether they like Spinks, Lopez, or a fight was a draw. Some fights, of course, it's easier to do this than others when it's one-sided, but that's an interesting round, and the computer device will tell us when we come back what the fans thought when we come back.
Spinks in front by a majority. 50 of the fans saw it an even round.
Tim, that was as tough a first round as I've ever seen in a heavyweight fight, and they're right back doing it again. This is a war.
Spinks in the blue trunks with yellow trim. Eddie Animal Lopez from East Los Angeles. The 10-point must system in effect. Scoring is by the 3 judges at ringside. The referee, who is Mills Lane, will not participate in the scoring. Harold Buck, Hal Miller, and Dwayne Ford are the judges.
Every punch by Spinks is loaded up.
Gil, this is a small ring, just barely 17 feet inside the ropes. Does it favor either one of them? The way they're slugging at each other, you wouldn't think that either has the advantage, but what do you think?
Well, normally Lopez should be a boxer. He should move a little more, but he's fighting Spinks' fight right now, so that doesn't favor either fighter as long as they keep fighting this style.
Right hook from
big right hand.
Spinks staggered Lopez, knocked him backward. This is round 2. Then you are getting what was advertised.
Don't understand Lopez fighting flat-footed.
Keep
Lopez caught that left hook of Spinks on his glove. It had a lot of power on it, and he was lucky it did not get through. There is blood from the nose of Eddie Lopez that occurred in the first round. Short right from Spinks. Lopez got a little careless there in the corner.
Standing a little too straight, Tim. He has to bend inside. Well, we pointed out that Spinks had the superior power, and he's sure showing it now. I don't know why Lopez isn't moving a little more. Guy has to move that head, move those legs.
Under a minute to go in round 2. Short right from Lopez to the ear of Spinks.
Good right hand underneath by Lopez. He can't fight this fight and beat Spinks, though. He's going to have to do something different.
Come on, let's go.
Under 30 seconds. Wild swinging right from Lopez missed.
They might as well be in a back alley, Tim.
Spinks landed that right to the chin of Lopez. Backed him up a little bit. Didn't get it all. There's a short left that landed. And right off the rope.
Inside fire.
This is round number 3. Scheduled for 10. Leon Spinks circling to the top of your screen. Eddie Lopez on the attack, banging to the body. We've had 2 consecutive rounds by these 2 bangers. On our cards, we've got Spinks with the edge. They're showing you a computer response of the voting by approximately 500 fans seated here at ringside.
In the Evangelista fight, Spinks shows that he can still throw those beautiful combinations. He's doing it again today. We did mention in the Evangelista fight that his legs may be a little suspect, but Lopez is not taking advantage of that. He's staying right in front of Spinks with that tremendous firepower to get him out of there and get him hurt.
I have a sense of more confidence by Leon Spinks in this fight than we saw against Evangelista, even though he made a good comeback and won that fight in the 5th round. He just started this fight looking a little more sure of himself, which is to be expected.
You know, the only thing I can figure with the Lopez crowd, they may figure that he's going to tire Spinks out. It's the only reason I can see for this strategy.
Now Leon standing right in his own corner, and Lopez not about to let him out of there. And Lopez has not been able to land a clean blow in here.
Spinks will get out of there when he's ready to get out of there, believe me.
Left uppercut lead landed. He's got a rise from Tim Ryan with Gil Clancy and Dick Stockton live ringside from the Aladdin Hotel in Las Vegas. Now Lopez on the attack, driving Spinks back to the ropes. 3rd round action. It's been non-stop.
Lopez takes a tremendous punch, Tim, but like most guys that take a good punch, he's not too good a puncher himself. I mean, he's hit Spinks some solid shots, but just nothing happens. When Spinks hit him, you can see the effect of the punches.
Under a minute to go in round 3. And that is the Lopez style. He brings them from outside and from the floor.
He brings them from all over, Tim.
There's 2 losses to John Tate and Jerry Cooney, but he has never been stopped. 8 knockouts in his 13 victories. Leon Spinks with 6 KOs in his 8 victories. Inside shot from Spinks, that landed. And Lopez tied him up immediately. Under 30 seconds to go round 3.
Big left hook by Spinks. Everybody in Spinks' corner is yelling, turn him around, but he's content to stay there.
Final seconds of this 3rd round. A slugfest from Vegas. Well, the fans like Lopez in round number 3. Again, that's a computer response from approximately 500 seats here at ringside. Round number 4. Scheduled for 10. And tomorrow, more heavyweight action here on the CBS Sports Spectacular, 3:15 Eastern Time. It'll be veteran Scott Ledoux against the unbeaten and a very exciting young fighter, Marty Monroe, who's going to have some impact on the heavyweight ranks.
Lopez has landed 2 right hands over Spinks' jab. He said he's not much of a puncher, but you can't take too many of them.
We talked about Spinks' poise and obvious confidence. We certainly haven't had any lack of confidence shown by Lopez. He's been standing there slugging away since the opening bell.
No, he believes in himself, Tim. He waves at the crowd as he's walking back to the corner after each one of these tough rounds, and they are tough.
Maybe he's trying to get their votes.
That's not going to help him, Tim.
It won't. There are 3 judges at ringside who will determine the outcome of this fight. Harold Buck, Hal Miller, and Dwayne Ford. But the fans getting their opinion registered.
Tried that right hand again, but missed this time.
Lopez just keeps coming straight ahead no matter what Leon does. He backed him up only twice. And Lopez just came right back at him.
You know, we said that as an Olympic champion, Spinks showed a lot of heart. That Lopez he has a heart like a wash tub. Nothing deters him.
Won his last fight in November of '79 over Fili Moala in Los Angeles. Spinks coming off the victory over Evangelista here at CBS. Talk about the heavyweights tomorrow. Next week, Sunday the 16th of March, Johnny Turner, Wilfred Benitez, 2 of the outstanding welterweights here on the CBS Sports Spectacular. Under a minute to go, round 4. Good counter-punching by Spinks. That time backed up Lopez. Lopez looked over at us and kind of growled. But I'm all right. I guess that's what he was trying to say.
He has personality, I'll say that.
Less than 30 seconds to go in this 4th round.
Spinks must be saying to himself, what do I have to do to stop this guy?
Lopez has never been stopped. Final seconds of the 4th round. Short right from Spinks.
Yes, you don't like it.
We're looking into the corner of Eddie Animal Lopez. His handler's working over, working on him, and he has just really a little blood from the nose. Otherwise, no problems physically. And there's how the fans saw round 4 here at ringside. Heavily in favor of Leon Spinks, and that's the way we have it on our card as well. This is round number 5. Tim Ryan with Gil Clancy, Dick Stockton. Live from Las Vegas on the CBS Sports Spectacular. Lopez on the left, Leon Spinks on the right. Spinks has really been forced to counterpunch because Lopez just keeps coming at him, initiating all of these.
There's that right hand over the jab again, Tim. Oh, he got butted. He got butted. They bunked heads. Yes, they did.
That was accidental, clearly, but that was why Lopez pulled back.
Lopez doesn't know it was accidental. He's trying to even the score.
Yeah, he really stuck his head in there when he got back to that corner.
Whoa! Oh, that was a vicious
That was deliberate. No question about that, and he's being warned by the referee, Mills Lane, and Leon is upset about that.
I told you, Lopez is a personality. Certainly isn't the mechanical man. You can expect anything from Eddie Lopez.
Well, he got a warning he deserved because Spinks' butt was clearly accidental and Lopez's was clearly deliberate. We're in the 5th round, scheduled for 10. It has been a war. Fortunately, neither fighter seemed to be hurt by those butts. There are no cuts or abrasions from either one of them. Let's hope that they don't provide any part of the result of this fight. We're live from Las Vegas, a heavyweight slugfest. I would think arm weariness is going to start to be a factor, Gil, at some point soon in this fight. They're in the 5th round. It's been nonstop.
Well, Lopez's arms are starting, punches are starting to get a little bit wider, but Leon is still throwing those beautiful combinations when he does get off.
Less than a minute to go in round 5. Spinks has jabbed well occasionally, but it's been hard for him to keep at it because Lopez just swarms him. There's a good solid left jab. A little more blood from the nose of Lopez. Punishing fight. Under 30 seconds. Round 5. Good left hook from Lopez landed. Spinks comes right back with a combination that scores. Final seconds, 5th round. Well, a deliberate butt cost Lopez a point. The fans gave that round to Leon Spinks rather heavily, as you can see on the computer score. And referee Mills Lane took a point away from Eddie Lopez for his deliberate butt. We're in the 6th round. Tim Ryan, Joe Clancy, and Dick Stockton here in Las Vegas. Tomorrow, Scott Ledoux, Marty Monroe, more heavyweight action at 3:15 Eastern Time from St. Paul, Minnesota on the CBS Sports Spectacular. Real good. The referee, Mills Lane, just
went down.
Was score that a knockdown or what?
He was up at the count of 1, Tim.
He bounced right back. He looked over at us with a little shrug of embarrassment. He's been doing a good job so far. Sorry to say, next Sunday, Wilfred Benitez, Johnny Turner, an outstanding welterweight fight for you. Sunday, March 16th. 1 o'clock Eastern Time on the Sports Tech. Lopez seems to have a little less zip.
Yes, he does.
Round.
His punches have lost their sting.
We're in the 6th round, scheduled for 10. Leon still bouncing pretty well.
You can actually see Leon trying to think, trying to figure out just what to do. He's tried everything. It all works, and nothing's happened to Lopez.
I'd like to alert our stations along the line. We'll be going to a station break at the end of this 6th round. Spinks using the jab a little more effectively here. Seems to have lost, as we said, a little of his zip. He's not coming at him quite as quickly and with as much force as he was earlier. So Leon's been able to land the jab a little more. Under a minute to go, 6th round.
They're taking a breather now, Tim. Both of them.
Boy, they earned it.
They sure did.
That overhand right from Lopez. Spinks got his glove up to stop it.
Yeah, but it's just an arm punch, Tim. It makes a lot of noise, but it doesn't really hurt you. There's another one.
That one landed, but it was the end of a long slap.
Oh, there was a better one.
Good punch by Lopez that time.
And he tried it again.
Under 30 seconds to go. 20 now in round 6. This has been a pure sixer in the real sense of the term. We'll be back with more from Las Vegas after this word from your local station. And we gave it to Spinks. Otherwise, they have agreed with us. The only other round they've given to Lopez. I also went with Lopez in round 3. So the fans have given 2 rounds thus far to Lopez and 4 to Leon Spinks. We're in round number 7. Lopez on the right of your screen. And now in the foreground, Leon Spinks. Scoring by 3 judges at ringside here in the state of Nevada. Referee Mills Lane does not figure in the scoring, but he did take a point away for a deliberate butt by Lopez in round 5. These 2 heavyweights have given it their all here through 6 rounds. Scheduled 10-rounder. For Lopez, a chance to put his name on the boxing map. 13-2-1 record with 8 knockouts, but not a nationally known fighter. Leon Spinks trying to keep the comeback road going. And he started with a 5th-round knockout of Alfredo Evangelista here on CBS in January.
Lopez seems to be the fresher of the two this round, Tim.
Leon Spinks' Olympic teammate Howard Davis Jr. seated here at ringside was yelling some encouragement to Leon between rounds. Leon's brother Michael is here with quite a group of outstanding fighters attending the fight today. Former champion Joey Maxim. Heavyweight Mike Weaver got a title shot coming up. Alan Minter and Vito Anafirmo who have a middleweight title fight coming up. Less than a minute to go here in round 7. Not much zing on those punches by Lopez.
No, but Tim, he seems to be much the fresher of the two. He's mentally alert. He seems to know what he's doing in there now.
Straight right from Lopez. Grazed Spinks. Got some of it in. Good left from Spinks. Less than 30 seconds to go here in the 7th round.
Tim, these are two good heavyweights.
They're putting on quite a show for the crowd here at the Aladdin Hotel. Final seconds of round 7. Been like this all the way. We're in round 8. There's how the fans here at ringside saw round 7. They gave it to Eddie Lopez. A little closer than some of the earlier scores, but they thought Lopez won that round. We're in the 8th round, scheduled for 10. Leon Spinks in the foreground in blue and gold, and Eddie Animal Lopez in brown trunks circling to the top of your screen. We've asked Michael Spinks to join us here at ringside. He's got a microphone on, and Michael coming off an impressive victory of his own over Ramon Ronquillo on CBS from Atlantic City. Michael, what are your impressions of this fight so far? It's a tough one, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You got Leon ahead?
Yes, I have Leon lead. I think Leon's hitting him with the most devastating punches, and I think he's outpointing Animal.
Good left uppercut from Leon there. Did you talk to him about this opponent before the fight? What did he think about Lopez?
No, well, we saw Lopez fight John Tate up there in L.A., and it was a good match. I really think Animal won it myself. But Leon know Animal's a tough opponent. He knew that before he stepped in there with him, so all I told him is, keep his hands high, keep a stick in his face, and he can just expect to go 10 rounds because Animal's a tough guy.
All right, Michael, thanks for coming by. Your brother just got off some of his better combinations in this round than he's had in the fight. What do you think, Gil?
Michael, would you be telling Leon to do anything different than he's doing now? How would you have him fight?
I would have him in the center of the ring. I would tell him you need to use a stick more. Stay in the center of the ring, use a stick more.
Don't you? I think so, too. He should be using that real stiff jab. That's what he should be doing.
Jab, Leon! Come on, jab!
All right, thank you, Michael Spinks.
Okay, then.
Eddie Lopez and Leon Spinks, and it's been like this from the opening bell. They have not let up for a second.
As I mentioned last round, right now Lopez is the fresher of the two. He seems to be more sure of himself this round than Leon.
These fighters took a slight rest in round 6. We scored that one even. But they have otherwise had a continual barrage of punches going. Under a minute to go here in the 8th round.
Keep doing that, Leon. It's working. It's working, Leon. Stick to that.
You heard from Leon's brother, Michael Spinks.
Leon looks very, very tired right now. Very, very tired.
Under 30 seconds. Remember, after his knockout loss to Kutsia, he had just a 5-rounder against Evangelista.
Tell you, he's fighting with his heart now, though, Tim. He's showing that Olympic spirit, but he's a tired man right now.
Lopez knows a few tricks. He grabbed the rope there and pinned Spinks in. Final seconds. 8th round. Let's go to Dick Stockton.
All right, Tim, what a fight. Tomorrow, 3:15 Eastern. From St. Paul, it'll be Scott Ledoux against Marty Monroe. Ron Lyle had his nose broken in the sparring session by Monroe, so he gets his chance. What does Ledoux think about tomorrow?
I have a family to support. and I have enjoyed the life that boxing has given me. And if I want to continue to live that life, I got to win this fight tomorrow. And that's very important to me, is winning. The lifestyle is important, but not so much as just the winning itself. I don't like losing. I'm not good at it. I hate to lose. So tomorrow, it's going to be all or nothing for me tomorrow. I got to hold nothing back, because if we don't win it tomorrow, there may not be another day.
All right, we're awaiting round number 9, and here's how the fans scored round 8. The fans here at ringside had Lopez the winner of that round. We gave it to Lopez as well, and our cards 4, 3, and 1 even. The fans have it all even at 4 rounds apiece. We don't know yet how the judges see it, and they're the only ones that count. Round number 9, Lopez. The brawling Mahler, who has just been relentless since the opening bell. Gil, you thought that Leon tired rather significantly in round 8.
Yes, he did. He's showing signs of tiredness again, Tim. He's got hit 3 or 4 good stiff jabs to start this round. He's a tired man.
There's a little blood from the nose of Leon Spinks now. Lopez jabbing a little more and a little more effectively.
Tim, he started to show that signs of confidence 2 rounds ago, and he's been that way ever since. He's been in control the last 2 rounds.
This is a close fight by any standard of judgment. Ours, the fans, and presumably the judges. You never know. Spinks got rocked back there from that right-hand counter by Lopez.
And Leon said they're both tired. Leon is trying to punch so hard he's jumping off his feet.
Eddie Lopez is a rock.
That was a combination of grabs. He's tired.
Spinks' mouth is open a lot more here in round number 9. I'm not sure he's got his mouthpiece any longer either. Looks like he hasn't. No, he doesn't. Referee is Mills Lane, little guy, and he's got to struggle there sometimes to separate these fighters, but he's been doing an excellent job. He will not be involved in the scoring.
Leon's legs are very, very tired. When the referee broke them, he actually had Leon stagger back about 3 or 4 steps. And he's grabbing and holding.
Under a minute here in round 9. He gets a warning for that from referee Mills Lane. For Eddie Lopez, a chance to become a figure in the heavyweight ranks with a victory here today, and he's still very much in this fight.
Yes, he is. It's a close one and a tough one.
20 seconds remaining in the 9th round. Oh, these young men are going to sleep well tonight. We're approaching the end of round 9. A right hand from Lopez landed. Well, the fans gave that round heavily to Eddie Lopez. As you can see, 128 votes to only 37 for Spinks, 29 even. We're awaiting the 10th round. And Gil, a 10-point must system in effect. What kind of a factor will that point off against Lopez in round 5 have?
That point can determine the winner of the fight. The way this fight looks to me right now, it's up for grabs. And if they come out even, that 1 point is going to determine the winner. That was a serious mistake by Eddie Lopez.
We have them all even on our card for what that counts. 4, 4, and 1 even. And remember that point taken away in the 5th round for the deliberate butt that followed an accidental butt by Leon Spinks.
Eddie Lopez, this round, in my opinion, should be busy, should be just moving his hands. Instead, it looks to me like he's looking to land the 1 big punch.
This has been 10 rounds of heavyweight excitement. They have really put on a show. It's an important fight to both of these fighters. Lopez for recognition. Spinks trying to put 2 in a row together on the comeback trail. Tomorrow, more heavyweight action here on the CBS Sports Spectacular. The always hard-working Scotty Ledoux against exciting young Marty Monroe, an unbeaten heavyweight. 3:15 Eastern Time tomorrow.
There's Lopez trying to land the one big punch instead of keeping busy. And Leon counted beautifully.
Lopez got the left through, but good counter combination from Spinks and an uppercut landed.
Lopez is not moving his hands.
Spinks flat-footed right above us, but he has been counter-punching very well off the ropes.
Big rally by Leon Spinks.
No question. He's really throwing him in this 10th and final round. He's been told it's close. Lopez, on the other hand, unable to get anything sustained going. Less than a minute to go in the fight. Tim Ryan, Joe Clancy, and Dick Stockton, and this has been a dandy from Las Vegas.
Leon just made up his mind. He's not going to lose this fight. He looked like a spent fighter. Look at the way he's come back in his 10th round.
It was a good left uppercut that sent Lopez back. And as usual, he just comes right back in again.
Tim, I don't know about you, but when this fight ends, I'm going to stand up and applaud these two guys. What a fight.
20 seconds remaining. Well, we expected fireworks, and we got them. These are two honest workmen.
Lopez has stopped moving his hands.
Final seconds of the fight. And it could well be that Leon has won it in this round. We'll find out. That's all. And an embrace from Lopez for Leon Spinks. They did a great job. As we saw, Leon won that final round, and that could very well decide the fight. But credit to both of them for putting on quite a show for the fans here at the Aladdin. And we'll be back with the decision. Harold Buck scored at 95-94.
Spinks, 94.
Harold Miller saw
Judge
95
Miller
Lopez
scores
to 94
Spinks.
Spinks.
95. Lopez, 95. The decision is a draw.
Well, it's a draw. And we'll give it to you again. Harold Buck scored it a 1-point margin for Spinks. Hal Miller scored it a 1-point margin for Lopez. Wayne Ford called it even at 95 all. So it is a draw. And remember that 1 point off in round number 5 cost Lopez a point that would have made it a draw on Harold Buck's card. And the fans here at ringside also scored it a draw, 5 rounds apiece. And now let's go up to Dick Stockton in the ring.
Thank you very much, Tim. This was a terrific fight, no question about it. First, Leon, I've got to ask you, you had the early lead. I'll tell you, this guy can take a hit punch, huh?
Oh, yeah, definitely. But we both can. We just did an immaculate job in that part, showing people the show.
We got fight of the year.
You don't seem displeased that the fight ended in a draw, Leon.
No, because it was a close fight with the Rumble. And I ain't got no doubt about it. That man tough.
Eddie, I want to know your thoughts about that butting call that may have cost you the fight. Probably did.
Well, you know, I did not do anything intentional. I was moving. I was coming up. I was trying to go to the body, try to come up and make some. It was, you know, it was not intentional. Half of the time I fight after the 3rd round, I'm just working. I don't know what the hell.
Mistake.
All right.
Well, I'll tell you
Leon,
what.
I have more respect for Leon. I didn't respect him much as a fighter because of the fact that he only had 11 fights. But Leon, you just
Great fight. It was a great fight, and I'll tell you one thing. The people know who Eddie Animal Lopez is right now. Terrific fight, and we'll be back with more from Las Vegas, Nevada in just a moment.